I've seen different schools and places where they have tried to push an agenda using a topic of social emotional issues or even critical race theory. There are people, again, this is going to where people have abused it, is they use social emotional learning to push a doctrine. They should not be indoctrinated in school to believe otherwise. That's not our job.
So they're using social emotional
social agendas like that kind of thing, like acceptance of these kind of things.
Social emotional learning, this program at school that teaches students mindfulness, helps them manage feelings and show empathy for other people. It's suddenly becoming more and more controversial, and in some instances, a target for conservative groups. Why? They see it as a stepping stone to critical race theory.
The curriculum has been challenged in more than a half a dozen states.
We're already starting to see parents who are at odds with local school districts about social emotional learning.
They talk about power and privilege, which are tenets of critical race theory. They also have a very heavy LGBTQIA agenda.
I'm Adam Gillette with Accuracy in Media, and today I want to talk to you about social and emotional learning. SEL is commonly called a Trojan horse for pushing critical race theory, but others claim that it's not political at all. After having been in over 200 school districts across the country, our investigative team honestly wasn't sure who was right and who was wrong, until we met with a Midwestern administrator who explained to us candidly exactly how SEL can be used to push radical principles like critical race theory.
Like an example would be critical race theory. Yeah.
In Texas, they call anything they don't like critical race theory.
Right. And so what we were on that is we just said, listen, because I think the other side of that is there is also an agenda that is trying to, push maybe a certain ideology and they are using critical race theory for that. I think that also is happening.
Now, we've never blurred the face or changed the voice of an administrator before, and that's because the gentleman in this video is not the villain. I think any parent would be fortunate to have him as an administrator in their district. However, we don't want him to suffer any recrimination for blowing the whistle on what's happening in public education. Our friends who are educators, literally, what they've found is that the crazies get put off by labels more than content.
Right.
And if they just relabel something, the parents don't mind that at all, as long as it doesn't have the label on it that they were told by Fox News or whatever to hate. Like instead of privilege,
circumstance.
Yeah. Similarly, like they had to relabel social and emotional learning because somebody told the parents that was CRT.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the board meeting, that we call it social emotional learning. And then we say there's nothing now. There are people, again, this is going to where people have abused it, is they use social emotional learning to push a doctrine, like a doctrine, like whether they believe that, and again, a lot of it goes into, like I just talked about transgender or same-sex marriage or whatever, and like, to me, that's not what we're doing. We're talking about how you
Be a better person.
right, and how you deal with your own issues and things like that. Now,
What ideology are they using it to push?
what I've seen in some curriculum, they are pushing more of the social issues, like, again, whether or not, same-sex marriage, whether that's right or wrong, whatever, like, because there's kids that just simply don't believe that that's right. Yeah. They believe that it's man and a woman, sure, and that's the way that God created us that way, and that's what our kids believe. Yeah. They should not be indoctrinated in school to believe otherwise. That's not our job.
So they're using social emotional
social agendas, like that kind of thing, like acceptance of these kind of things. Now, what's different, where we would go where I would go with that is, what we talk about is everybody has a right to an education, everybody has a right to be treated fairly, everybody has a right to have equal access to everything. That's different than saying everybody has to believe the same thing. Yeah. So that's the approach that we take. I've seen different schools and places where they have tried to push an agenda using a topic of social emotional issues or even critical race theory.
What are the SEL curriculums where they use it to push an agenda? Are those like?
So I think what people do is, I don't know if it's part of the curriculum necessarily or anything like that out there. I just think people use it as an overreach to say, because you're going into a situation that you think that these kids aren't accepting of something.
Sure.
And so now, rather than just saying, listen, everybody is a human being that deserves to be respected. Period. And that transcends any conversation. They want to change. I've seen, not teachers in our district, but I've been in other districts I've been in. I've seen teachers want to then actually change someone's belief system. And they use this point of tolerance to then change. And that's what parents, with good reason, I think. Either side of it. That's what parents, either side of the issue, I think that's where parents, I think they're right to get upset and say, listen, that's not your purview. Your job is just to teach things, teach factual things. It's my job to shape kind of what we believe in our households is to be right, and I didn't ask you to do that.
Now, it is morally outrageous that parents have to play an endless game of whack-a-mole where they're endlessly chasing after the tricks being used by administrators in order to fool them while they push a radical ideology into the minds of students. That shouldn't be happening anywhere. But parents do need to understand that not every district teaching social and emotional learning is pushing a radical political ideology. Now, some may argue that amateur psychology isn't something that should be practiced by public educators, and they've got a great point. But still, it comes down to parents to watch closely in terms of what's happening in their child's education. Ultimately, of course, the best solution is school choice. As Corey DeAngelis always puts it, we should fund students, not systems. Use the link below this video to send one message that goes to elected officials in your area and demands universal school choice where the money follows the child. Again, I'm Adam Gillette with Accuracy in Media.